Hi, this is James Melendez, James a Wine Guy, here to talk about Tempranillo. Now, Tempranillo is the wine grape in Spain, highly identified with the Rioja region for good reason. It's the largest single producing region in Spain for Rioja. Now, there's other grapes that are grown in this region as well. It's really something you're going to find lots of Graciano, Mazuelo, and Garnacha. But Tempranillo is king. It's a first amongst equals. I think it's the best way of saying that. Now, it's a lovely food wine, and there's so many different levels of Tempranillo coming from Rioja and other regions in Spain as well. Now, you're having things like a cosecha, that would be more of a vintage wine, a current release wine. Earlier released wine, you do have something called joven, which is lesser common. You have the crianza, which means wood, or it would impart that there's wood and oak barrel aging, and then you have the Reserva and the Grand Reserva as well. So these categorizations are going to mix up slightly in terms of what you want from your wine, and that's a lovely way and a signature from this region that is really decided we're going to have different, I wouldn't say necessarily quality, but it's about the characterization of the wine. What do you want from it? Do you want a longer softening of the wine? Do you want a little more of that oak kiss that's going to give that nuanced flavor capability? So really, you're going to taste a lot of beautiful signatures of Tempranillo. And I talked to a lot of people, and they're like, "Oh, Tempranillo is okay. That's not my favorite." Or some people are just, "Oh, I don't like it." And the question is, what don't you like? What have you had? And the questions, I think, center on a lot of people just have had one that they just didn't care for. And I suggest and say you should try another. Here's some other suggestions. Here are 3 or 4 other bottles to give a try. And to see maybe that one bottle did not do that for you, but maybe there's other bottles that really give that clarification as to what Tempranillo is. It's like judging one Chardonnay and saying all Chardonnays are not good or all Cabernet Sauvignons are not good based on one bottle. And I think we definitely, or most people would understand that. I think that's really an intuitive thing to relate to wine. Now for me, it's just a fantastic experience. So I do have one bottle here. This is a US bottle from Sierra Foothills called Stein Family. And that's appropriate. So when you think of this, you see 3 representations of wines from Rioja, and you see 1 from the US. And actually it would be the second place of the largest planting would be Portugal, third would be Argentina, and fourthly would be the United States. I do see some plantings in New Zealand and definitely in other Mediterranean nation states as well, and in Australia. But really the identification is with Spain and this lyrical style that has just evolved into a different way of enjoying this wine. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, and Pinterest. Salud.